The Falkland Islands are known for the impressive variety of wildlife that lives on and off the shores, from vast penguin colonies to the elusive Weddell fox. However, we rarely think about what's underneath the surface. I caught up with Dr. Stephanie Carter from SARI to find out what creatures can be found in our wetlands.
Yeah, there's a variety of invertebrates in there. We've got some diving beetles, we've got some stonefly larvae. Those two are the sort of top main predators here in the pond, and then we've got some pond snails of varying sizes, some bigger ones and lots of smaller ones. We've got lots of amphipods swimming around, which are little crustaceans that will sort of feed on anything swimming around, any sort of plant material, detritus, anything they can find. We also have some smaller critters in here. We've got some copepods, which are also different types of crustaceans. We've got some really small ones, which I will have to look at under the microscope to figure out what they are.
Stephanie is a project manager for the Falklands Wetlands and Aquatic Habitats Research, a project funded by the Darwin Initiative.
So the idea behind the project is that we try to get a baseline of what the wetlands are like in the Falklands. So this is about anything. It's about invertebrates, this is about the water chemistry, and so on, the plants that you get there. And because as with climate change, it's predicted that the Falklands will get warmer, it might get windier, so we're expecting everything to dry out. So the idea is to have a baseline that we can monitor against in the future.
As part of the project, different ponds and wetlands around the Falkland Islands will be studied. The locations of the ponds can affect things like water quality and ecosystems. This pond is located behind the dunes at York Bay, and Stephanie can use pH monitoring to find out how this affects the water quality.
So the pH here that we just had at the pond, that was just over 8.4 I think. Basically, so the pH, the 7 is neutral. Anything above 7 is alkaline, anything below is acidic. So for example, rainwater is about 5.5, so that's acidic. So your lemon juice is about pH 3 or so. So lots of things actually that we take in are acidic, so acidity is not a bad thing. But here it's just, it's above it's above neutral, so it means it's alkaline. And there's possibly, you might get sort of particles from shells blown over from the beach, which are calcareous, so they would then add to the alkalinity. That could be one of the reasons why we've got an alkaline pond here.
All of these factors lead to a whole ecosystem thriving within a pond.
Yeah, we've got a combination here. So it's a great food web in here. You get the little guys feeding on the vegetation, and some of the bigger guys like the diving beetles and the stonefly larvae, they'll be eating the little guys. And then we get grebes and ducks flying in, eating the snails, the diving beetles, the stonefly larvae. Yeah.
York Bay Pond is just one piece of a larger puzzle that will help inform government on long-term monitoring strategies. So these tiny bugs will help build a picture of what's going on in our wetlands. And from this research, it's clear that there's more under the surface than we may think.